Y'all's the hate on all of my moves, but now niggas on it. Y'all used to bait me on me and my views, but now niggas on it. I used to tell them I'ma have me a show, but now niggas on it. Her homies on it. Your homies on it. Y'all's the hate on all of my moves, but now niggas on it. Y'all used to debate me on me and my views, but now niggas on it. I used to tell them I had me a show, but now niggas on it. Her homies on it. Your homies on it. Realest podcast.
What up? We back, man. The Revolt Podcast Network. Your boy C Diddy.
That makes me sick, man.
Back here, man.
Eating food in mid-work, John. Like, you remember when we was young and you could eat like a big ass cheesesteak and a cheese fries and then keep going on with your day.
Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Give me 4 slices of that loaf.
Yeah, some of that loaf. Like, but now if you eat anything heavier than like a Caesar salad, you will dead ass be taking a nap, man.
Itis.
We all fell asleep at the Capitol.
Yeah, at the Capitol. We was up there dying.
Dead, man.
Brothers was dying, man. We are back, man. Another episode of the Revolt Podcast Network here, live from the Frame Complex at 222 Market Street. We upstairs in the lounge at Unframed. They got parties going on every Friday, Saturday, certain Sundays. So if y'all want to book a private party, host your party here, your birthday party, graduation celebration, just dump this whole party, whatever you want, to be the cause of your party, you can do that up here. Then downstairs, they also have a Frame Restaurant. They just had Fab's private birthday dinner here the other night. They also had Lil Baby's tour dinner party, him and Tiana Teller, when he was here back in August, stuff like that. So this is pretty much one of the hottest spots in Philadelphia. You know what I mean? So with that in mind, you can follow them on social media at Frame PHL. Y'all can reach out directly through that. They got the number right on the page where you can book, your private parties, birthday parties, dinner reservations, brunch reservations, whatever it is that you want to do here at Frame Philly.
How you feeling?
Feeling great, man. A lot of stuff going on in and around the news media and culture at large. A lot of music out. Lot of music out. Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz got an album out. Lil Durk and OTF put an album out. He's actually, interestingly, shifted his independent releases were all going through, like his compilation albums are all going through Empire. He shifted everything back over to Alamo and Sony. So I know he just got another big giant check. So salute to Dirk for cracking another big paycheck. You know what I mean? Shout out to that.
I'm glad you brought up music.
Yeah, what else is out? Hold on.
A bunch of shit out. You want me to go?
Yeah, Benny and Lil Wayne got a song out. We missed that a couple weeks ago. We didn't talk about that. That came out like 2 weeks ago.
Meek and Ross.
Trippie Redd, Meek and Ross. Kevin Gates' album is coming out next week. Tory Lanez, Alone at Prom Deluxe. 42 Doug put out 2 singles since he's been home.
And all of that shit takes a back burner to Drake and Andre 3000. You want to flip a coin? Which one do you want to start with? I haven't bought a coin out. You got a coin?
You flip a card.
All right. You got any metal cards?
Yeah.
I got my platinum AMEX. That's metal. Talking shit right there.
Yeah, flip your platinum.
All right. Heads up. Drake. Back.
The Fluteprint.
3000. Oh wait.
Everything good? All right, 3000. Yeah.
Starting with 3000. You niggas. All right, we
sound like one of them alpha male podcast niggas. Man. You bitches.
Yeah, man. We starting with 3 steps. You niggas, man. Listen. I've been around you niggas for a long time.
To my own detriment.
To the detriment of my whole life. I've been around you niggas my whole life. I have never seen you niggas once mention Yaz flute, classical music, soothing music,
relaxation.
I've never seen this goes
432 hertz.
This goes back to my initial thought that I've been on this past couple podcasts and on our Patreon. If you're not subscribed to the Patreon, official patreon.com/official TRPE.
Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, that's hard. We gotta stop moving the fucking goalpost. I get it. Andre 3000 is a rap legend. That's what he is. You can't argue that. A.T. Aliens, Aquemini, Southern Player Catalytic Music, goddamn Stankonia. You understand?
Idlewild.
So Fresh and So Clean. Andre 3000, that nigga.
Speaker Box, Love Below.
He that nigga. But we got Andre 3000 as that nigga because he was acting like that nigga on them rap records.
He was actually rapping.
He was getting on them rap records and saying shit like leather in the summer, silk in the winter. This is such an art. Where do I begin? I used to sing tenor in the church choir. Really, I was flexing, but the girls, they was fine. I'm the type of guy that know the subtle signs. She ain't even trying to look sexy. But even if she was, so what? Motherfucker grow up, don't mean to be so abrupt. Like the Andre 3000, that nigga.
He's a wizard.
He's a wizard. I remember my face was like stuck the first time I heard Rosa Parks. I met a gypsy and she hit me to some life game. Like that nigga can rap. Gotta rap.
Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy in 2023? Our rappers don't even gotta rap.
Listen, but here's my problem with the goalpost moving shit. I watched y'all last 2 weeks. I watched y'all, all of y'all.
3 weeks.
Tell me how Drake put out an album where he didn't rap enough, and it was awful because of it. Mm-hmm. Why he don't rap? What's wrong with this nigga?
They completely dismissed the R&B monsters that are on
the mega records on that.
Fuck that.
Well, my man said you're gonna need a major cosign. Like, they just ignored the major cosign records that he got on there. Like, y'all crucified Drake for dropping an album where he didn't rap enough, and literally within the same month, I see y'all praise an album where the man ain't rapped one time.
Didn't rap at all.
And you're using it to tell me about it just, I had a nigga yesterday was like, nah, bro, you don't understand. See, just that shit you play when you at the spa. You know what I'm saying? It's that spa music right here. So you know what I said? What spa do you go to? He said, what you mean? I was like, you told me.
That's the setting. That's what we got. We got to get it off at the spa,
so what's your go-to spa? What spa? Do you have a monthly pass? What spa do you go to? He was like, I mean, I went to the joint in Vegas. I was in Vegas. I hit a little parlay. So I went
extra bread.
I went there.
Gave me a 30% off coupon.
Tulum, that was included with the room. They gave us a free one.
Free spa.
So I went. It's just like
get a $400 spa credit.
Like, can we stop this nonsense?
As somebody that goes to the spa often, as part of my relaxation and my mental health routine, I go to my favorite one is the underground at the Logan.
I was about to say the Four Seasons shit kind of. Well, let me shut up.
I also go to Four Seasons. I actually got a gift card for a massage at the Four Seasons right now that my girl bought me for our anniversary, and I'm actually about to use. But then there's also a rescue spa downtown that she just went to recently and was like, it was fucking phenomenal. With all of that, yeah, the underground that's my shot. Like that's my thing is smooth aromatherapy. I get the blue eucalyptus massage, whatever. I'm that. That's who I am. I'm that guy. Mm-hmm. As somebody that goes to the spa often, I never see you niggas at the spa. I've been to Air Bath in New York. I've been to Spa Castle. I've been to Spa 57. I've been to all these places.
Listen, man.
I went to the spa when I was in Barcelona at the grand opening of the Nobu. Like, when I stayed at Nazook in Cancun, all of this shit. I never see niggas, period, let alone you niggas at the spa.
I've been to the spa. I go to the spa. I went recently. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten into that type of shit. Really, you see my nails. I'm getting into hand health and all that shit. They're not playing the Fluteprint at the spa. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? They're not playing that. It just is. It boils down to all the hoes like Andre 3000.
They love him,
and all the niggas
walking around barefoot,
and all the niggas, especially those I'm on a higher vibration niggas. Them Grand Rising Morning Queen niggas.
Yeah. Them Cairo Shell niggas.
Yeah, man. Seashell necklace niggas. All of them.
Real quick, let me put this in pause. Seashell necklace niggas are more toxic and damaging to women than hood niggas. Bar none. Bar none.
I told you, I had a seashell necklace nigga kidnap me one night with two hoes over there. Yo, my man was like, why are you with this nigga? I'm like, I can't get out of here.
And he got the hoes.
And he got the hoes, so there's that. But it's like, yo, everybody likes Andre. You don't really get many people that's just like, I don't fuck with 3 Stacks.
Yeah, he's universally loved.
That's just what it is. So it's like, yo, 3 Stacks drop the Fluteprint and everybody's like, I'm fucking with it. But I promise you, if Drake would have dropped a flute album for all the dogs,
the interpretive jazz.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Can you imagine if Drake got like super passionate about like tap dancing and then he dropped the tap album? The Tap print.
Like what the frick?
Tap Friday.
Yo, man. And that's just the reality of it. Y'all don't listen to this music. Y'all don't even like this music. You're not gonna be going. How the fuck you like? I watch niggas was like, you was just talking about Larry June and fucking Dirk. What are you talking about? There's somehow now, I never heard you mention Dizzy Gillespie, motherfucking Miles Davis, none of this other type music. I've never heard
Robert Glasper.
Nothing.
Oh God,
dog. You know what a nigga told me last week? Shout out to Bino. I was talking to Bino the other day. We gonna get him on when his album done. I'm gonna do a skit on his album. But you know they had All You Can Sing, right? Nigga,
shout out All You Can Sing. It looked like a vibe, man.
Like it was all of that.
All the dinos been talking about this shit for a week straight. They don't get out much.
Yeah,
they won't shut the fuck up about All You Can Sing.
Going crazy about it. But you know, I had a nigga say to me the other day. No, the All You Can Sing shit be rolling. There be mad bitches in there, but it's like all they play is R&B. Nigga,
it's in the title.
All you can sing, my
ain't
nigga.
All you can trap.
Ain't
all you can rap.
All you cannot. That's what nigga.
All you can drill.
Dog. Nigga want to go to All You Cannot and get mad that they playing Usher. And like, what the fuck?
Even like Drake night, like they played 2 hours of Drake. The
all
other
they
two
played
like,
was Drake.
The other 2 hours they played like, what's up with y'all? Like,
that last time I spent $20 on some Drake night shit. They ain't play no Pluto. They ain't play no Meek. This shit is crazy. Nigga was mad that it was all R&B at the All You Can Sing. So
that's like, niggas.
So that's niggas.
I just told you, you can't please
niggas. You don't take a moment to not listen to drill music. But since 3 Stacks dropped, you like, no, see, if your mind was at peace.
You open your third eye.
You open your third eye. Like, that missed me, man. It's not for me.
What I can say is this. My girl is a licensed esthetician. She specializes in all things skin. Shout out C and SLX Studio. Ladies, get y'all, make y'all appointment. She did a collagen mask on me last night or whatever. You know, I'm trying to my skin is good, but I'm trying to get it like glass. Like I'm on my glass skin mission right now. So she did a collagen mask on me last night, and I said, and I muted the TV. We was watching First Wives Club on Netflix, which is a great fucking show. I had no idea. Shout out BET. That's an amazing show with Jill Scott and Malik Yoba's crazy ass. So I mute the TV, I pause the TV, mute it, whatever, and then I was like, I'm gonna cut on this Andre 3000 album, like this flute shit, whatever. She's like, oh, you trying to go to sleep? So she's like, matter of fact, since you're doing that, I'm gonna get a mask and I'm gonna do one too. We're gonna sit here, we're gonna fucking relax. I cut this shit on. In 3 minutes and 44 seconds, I was snoring out loud, and I'm just like, damn. He might be on to something. Like, it kind of turned me a little bit where I'm like, yo, he might be on to something because fucking Williams-Sonoma, Bed Bath & Beyond, if it's any of them still open, Target, random hotel lobbies and shit like that, that's where this shit is going to play.
No, you missed
I'm not saying, I'm not going against what you're saying.
No, hear me out. I'm not discrediting him creating the music. Yeah. I'm talking about all of y'all telling me how this is your type of shit when I know this isn't your
no, that's total bullshit.
Don't listen to
I'm just
music.
saying, kind of going against my own initial like trepidation of like, what the fuck is this nigga on? I'm like, damn, like,
no,
it's Andre 3000. I'm kind of like, yo, this nigga's on to something.
He's been walking around Japan with a flute for the last 3 years. This is right on brand for Andre 3000.
So and apparently he did some decent numbers. They said he did 3 million streams on Spotify the first day or whatever like that.
Bro, like, not trying to be funny. You know, all the Outkast albums did like 400-500 first week, and then the Monster, the double, like, Outkast is superstar. So it's like, if they do anything, nigga, if fucking Big Boy was on SVU and the ratings went up. Like, if they do anything, that's just what it is. My thing is, I watch music and I watch the way people react to music. I know good and goddamn well, I can name you 175 artists where if they created the Fluteprint, I'm telling you, people would have destroyed it before they got to the first.
Shit, Wayne did a rock album, Once Upon a Time, and put Eminem on the first single, and niggas still was like, get the fuck out of here.
Somebody, I don't follow, but I saw people reposting it. Shout out to, I guess, Duckin' Child Support is his name on the gram.
Okay.
But he had a joke was like, no, when Andre said, boop, 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 he slipped. It's like, yeah.
Now, I did see a video on World Star. A guy was in the car. He's making a video. And he looked like one of them Andre 3000 type niggas. Like, he had the aesthetic for appreciation of some new 3000 flute. And he's like, bruh, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I just listened to this Andre 3000, like this flute album or whatever. This nigga sucks, man. he's not even playing like this shit in no type of key or nothing. He said, my dad been playing the flute for 40 years. Like, I've never heard nothing that sounds like this. This is awful. Like, this is dog shit. And y'all just falling for it because he fucking made Hey Ya. Like, I hate all of y'all.
The other day, my homie was like, nah, bro, like real shit. Like, as I get older, this the type of shit I'm on. I'm like, you got 2 crazy ass baby moms in the last year. What are you talking about?
As I get older.
You're not at peace.
As I get one day older.
As I get one day older.
You know what? You know, this album came out signified I need to mature.
Yeah.
I need to raise my vibrations up.
Yeah. So he was like, nah, bro, because like you really gotta respect the nigga to go and play like the flute. Like, that's crazy. Like playing the pipes or whatever. Like, what niggas is doing that? I'm like, you ever heard of Rufus Haley? He was like, no. At first he was like, Ruf, that's no.
That's KC from Jodeci Pop. KC Haley, Rufus. Like, nah.
And it's just like, he a black bagpiper. You know what I'm saying? Been doing that shit 50 fucking years. And it's just like, that's another one where it's like, yo, the pipe and the flute, you know, that shit, like, not trying to be funny, bro. If you go to, like, ancient civilization.
Yeah, ancient Egypt.
That shit was there.
Ain't it crazy how they crown Andre the king of the woodwinds in one day? All he had to do was just show up. Nigga, the king of the woodwinds. Like, had I known it was going to be this easy, I would have took over 10 years ago.
King of the woodwinds is crazy as shit.
Like, this shit is wicked. Like, what the fuck is we doing?
Yo, man. King of the Woodwinds. That's hilarious. That gotta be the next album.
That's it.
King of the Woodwinds.
You can take that. That's free, Andre. You know what I'm saying? Shoot me a little 50,000. We good, baby. Let me know when to send the invoice. Man.
But no, just, you know, I'm not one of them people like y'all. And y'all know I'm a Nas fanatic. Nas is my guy. But I sat right here on this show and said, I don't like this run that he's been on. Yeah. I don't. I'm sick of the old English music. I don't want to hear that shit no more. And Nas is still my guy.
Do-rag energy. I'm on a wave.
Do-rag energy. I'm on a wave. You niggas cap.
Cut this shit off.
I said, not today.
I still haven't heard KD3. And I love King's Disease 1. That's like one of my favorite albums of recent time.
King's Disease 1 was pretty good.
KD2, I probably like halfway through it. I like Magic a lot.
I think the biggest thing for me that I'm starting to realize more and more is just how afraid to stand just how afraid people are to stand in their own decision or their own thoughts or feelings.
Yeah, nobody wants to go against the wave.
This is real. There is no fucking rule on earth that says because I'm a fan of you, I have to enjoy or like everything you do.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. And that's just reality. I'm a Drake fan. There's shit Drake has done that I'm just like, I don't like it. Yeah. Honestly, never mind. I still don't like it. I don't.
I still don't get it.
And you know what niggas did who is super Drake fans? No, because if you go to a beach and it's just like, you don't have a passport. You're a felon.
You can't. You haven't been past Williamsport.
What are you talking about? Like, I had these conversations with niggas. No, because think about Yacht Week in Croatia. And I'm just like, you haven't been on a yacht or going to Croatia.
You haven't been on the Spirit of Philadelphia.
So you damn sure ain't do them at the same time. So what the fuck are you talking about? And it just be like, no, how about I just don't like this?
Yeah, it's not for me.
How about I just don't want to I don't want to fucking listen to this. Is that okay?
And the other thing that people refuse to do in modern culture, they refuse to just acknowledge, like, I don't like this, it's not for me. I disagree with the content and then leave it alone. If they disagree with it, it's like, I gotta trash this shit every day in order to be a part of the conversation. And you don't have to do that either.
Notice in my talking point, I ain't trashed him doing it or the album one fucking time.
Yeah.
I ain't said nothing bad about no songs. None of that shit is not for me. But I know good and goddamn well it's not for other people. And to see people try to make it for them just because of who it is kind of insane to me. That's the part I don't like. You know what I'm saying? That's just being real.
I want to give him some credit for these song titles, though, because these song titles are out of this world.
When the track listing dropped, I thought it was fake. I was like, oh, that's like a fake joint, somebody being funny or whatever. Turns out that's really it.
All right, so where the fuck is this album at?
You don't even have it downloaded.
Yeah, I listened to it, but I don't have it downloaded.
Exactly.
All right, here we go. Yeah, New Blue Sun is the name of the album. I swear, I really wanted to make a rap song. The slang word pussy rolls off the tongue. That night in Hawaii, when I turned into, like, some of these titles are so long, I can't even fucking read them.
The second joint is the slang word pussy rolls off the tongue a lot better than the word vagina does. That's the name of the song.
Yeah.
Like, real shit. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, like, I can't even, like, the shit is so long, I can't even pause. I can't even read it in Apple Music. Let's go to Spotify, see if I can read it over there. Because these song titles are, like, out of this world. Andre 3000. All right, where the fuck is this project at? All right, they're not showing it to me. My Spotify must be disconnected. I don't know, but whatever. I listened to it last night. It was very soothing. I went to sleep. I fell asleep. It was soothing. I went to sleep, nigga. That's what soothing means.
I listened to it. It was very soothing.
I listened to it for 4 minutes, and then I went to sleep. It was great. It was great because it's in my cerebral. You know what I'm saying? Once I opened up my cerebral cortex, and then that flute got in there at 432 hertz, it just relaxed me. You know what I'm saying? It allowed the collagen to absorb into my skin even better because I had this fluty album on.
At least Nas.
Fluty Loops.
And Nas is rapping about 40s, but at least he's rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Something that Andre said that was just kind of like, and kind of he said something. He said,
on the album?
No, not on the album. No,
I was about to say.
He said he did an interview this week or whatever.
Deluxe.
Ain't no words on this shit.
I'm about to say.
No, he said something that kind of like was kind of like a gut punch to all of his like Andre's top 5 supporters. He said like I ran out of stuff to rap about, and I'm just like. This ain't it. Like that's kind of like
say it again?
He said he ran out of stuff to rap about.
I saw the interview, but I didn't click.
Yeah, he said he ran out of stuff to rap about, and he's like, what am I supposed to rap about? Like he's like, you know, I'm 50. Like, am I supposed to rap about, you know, getting a colonoscopy and going to the doctor and blah blah? And it's like, motherfucker, rap about all the cool shit you've seen in Japan. Rap about walking around the streets of Rittenhouse in Philadelphia and, you know, all the people you met. Like, what do you mean you ran out of shit to rap about?
This broaches a very good topic. I'm kind of glad we got here and shit. Jay Petty, shout out Jay Petty in 14th and Market. He's going to probably love this. How much now that you're older, right? Because you're a lot older than when you first got into hip-hop, right? Yeah. My introduction to hip-hop was 1991, 92, that time period. You figure that was 30 years ago.
Yeah, my shit was like 88, 89.
Right.
I always say it. Eazy-E and Rakim. That was my two that started me off.
So now that we're older and you've seen basically people come and go, you've seen, like, we were there for Jay-Z's Genesis. Like, I remember being into rap before we knew who Jay-Z was.
I remember Original Flavor video playing on Video Music Box.
Nigga, I tell you, Positive K, I got a man. I used to order that joint at my uncle's house.
You know what I used to order? MC Brains, Oochie Coochie, horny ass young boy.
I got a man. What? Get Positive K on the
right now.
Right now, I got $3 right now. Like, that was real. Now that you older, how much more does longevity matter in your GOAT, top 5, Mount Rushmore, and all of these different things?
Well,
or does it matter at all?
It does matter.
Can I real quick?
Let me process this, because it matters and it doesn't.
When
matter.
I was young, right, older niggas from my block, like the older dudes, used to tell me Biggie cool, DMX cool, Bone Thugs, they ain't fucking with LL. And I would be like, LL from like Any Given Sunday? Like, you know what I'm saying?
LL from In the House?
Yeah, right. But then when you really think about it, like, yo, L was the man.
Yeah.
He was the fucking, like, he's not trying to be funny. He was the Drake of his day.
Yeah, he was the man from 14 years old.
He was the Drake of his day. And then in the 90s, he did the GOAT run, and he was out rapping like the best rap. Like, L put Cannabis in a box.
Yeah.
Then the 2000s hit, and he was still relevant to the point where, like, 50 Blue remaking the LL joint on the mixtape. Like, LL was still that nigga. So it's like, yo, to have a run from when you 14 to essentially, like, 50, and now you still the man with Rock the Bells and VH1 Honors and all of this shit. It's just like, to see somebody be like, what I'm gonna do? He was talking like Ike Turner, man, what I'm gonna do with 2 more kids? It was just like, bruh, like, what do you mean you ran out of rap? Like, Jay ain't run out of rap. Nas ain't run out of rap. Nas just did 6 albums.
Yeah. Like
6 albums.
Like that.
Hurricane rap, but 6 albums. Big Daddy Kane is still rapping.
Still touring. As a headliner.
Dog, tearing it up. So it's like, that longevity thing, it's like a gift and a curse almost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So here's my synopsis on it. I've seen it work both ways. I've seen people like Biggie, like Tupac, like Nelly to a lesser extent, come out and just take over the world in an instant. Like, you know, basically catch lightning in a bottle. From the minute that you first heard them, they become like the fucking toast of the industry and the biggest thing. We lost Biggie and Pac to gun violence. They're gone. Nelly had a more sustained run, but obviously when you talk about lyrical prowess, song making and stuff like that, he's not to the level of those guys. Mm-hmm. But then when you look at Jay essentially took cues from like all of them. It is even baked into his music, where it's like the only dudes moving units, M Pimp, Juice, and Us, the Biggie lyrics, the remaking Me and My Girlfriend from Machiavelli. Like, he took cues from all of these guys in order to elongate his run. And that's why Jay is the greatest figure to ever come from hip hop, because I can do all the shit all of these guys do, and I can get God Body with the fucking rap shit and all of that and do an album with Jay Electronica in my late 40s. To where it's like I can make that album palatable, where we're rapping to this super stripped down production, but people are tuning in to hear just lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
Jay knew what he was doing. He knew to go and do High Remix. He knew and go and get with UGK for the Big Pimpin'.
Knew to do a song with Silk the Shocker early on.
He knew to work with not just the New York guys as far as production too. Timberland, Pharrell, bringing in Ye, bringing in fucking Just, and you know, it just he's a genius when it comes to that.
Working with DJ Quick later on, attaching himself to Dre early, like year 5, 6, he attached himself to Dre early. You know what I'm saying? Because he understood, like, yo, I gotta cover a lot of these bases. He did a bunch of features for Snoop. That it's like, if you're not a Snoop Dogg fan, you're not really catching those records because they're not like super promoted, because to Snoop's audience, promoting a Jay-Z record doesn't do as much as like promoting a record with like him as Superfly and Corrupt. But they're there. You know what I'm saying? They fucking exist. So it's like, you know, I've seen it work both ways. And for Jay to be essentially the bar now at 50 years of hip hop, Jay has established himself as the bar, because he's been the man longer than anybody else has been the man. And then you probably got to take somebody like Drake and then look at him second, somebody like LL probably like third, when you talk about like an extended run and longevity. And you got to throw Wayne up there, because he's having a crazy resurgence right now, like where people are raving about this album with him and 2 Chainz for his performances on the records and just the quality of the records, because they're like, damn, we haven't heard Wayne rap to records that are produced like this in a long time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think the longevity piece, it absolutely matters, but I've also seen it work where a motherfucker might be at the top of the game for a short amount of time, and then their come down it's a come down, but it's not a fall off. Like, people look at somebody like Chingy, like he fell off. Nelly had a come down, which is different, where it's like he leveled out, and then he's pretty much been at that same point. But even on that level out, he still caught a hit back in like 08 or 09 with Just a Dream by Rico Love.
Yo, Chingy gets a bad rap, but I like Chingy.
I love Chingy.
I fucked with Chingy, man. Remember he was on the Can't Stop Won't Stop remix. Yeah. Chingy was like...
The Philly-St. Louis connection is strong, man. Yeah. It always has been.
Yeah, when it came to music. I like Chingy. I thought he could rap, man.
Somebody will look at him and be like, he fell off, but in reality, he was making the same quality of records. The problem was his business fucked up his art. And that's what happens to a lot of people.
And to be fair, the DTP thing wasn't as, you know.
He should have signed a note. Like it would have made all of the sense.
I mean, just in the grand scheme of things, like when you look at the DTP as a group, nobody really got far along outside of Luda.
It was Luda's vehicle. Yeah. It was him, Shaka, and Jeff, and the whole point was to get Luda as big as we can.
But it's like you figured I-20 was there, Shauna was there, Shit, wasn't 2 Chainz?
Titty Boy.
Yeah, like, you know.
Titty Boy and Dollar Boy.
Yeah,
Fucking Play a Circle. And they put out a phenomenal debut album. Nobody heard it. Yeah. Nobody cared. Like, nobody outside of Metro Atlanta and me, like, fucking heard that album. You know? Duffel Bag Boy.
Yeah, we heard.
People heard Duffel Bag Boy, but y'all ain't hear the other shit on there.
Yeah, I mean, ain't no more duffels. Ain't no more duffels.
So to see that relationship with him and Wayne manifest itself into 2 collab albums, you know, over the span of the remaining 20 years or whatever.
2 Chainz is somebody I'd like to interview too. I fuck.
Hell yeah. And 2 Chainz had made himself a cultural staple. Like,
yeah.
Tall, I play basketball, I got a lot of personality. I got this GQ show. You know what I'm saying?
He got an episode on SVU.
Yeah,
funny.
He became omnipresent, and that's the thing that you hope for as a hip hop artist, is that you solidify yourself as you so much that you can be you in all of these different rooms.
You can just drop whenever you want.
You can do whatever the fuck you want.
You're not relying on the drop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like 2 Chainz don't rely on the drop. 2 Chainz fucking put up to his birthday party and attack. Yeah. Like that nigga ain't relying on no album drop.
But I look at when you start talking that GOAT shit, I think the longevity thing is like, it becomes one of the big things.
Yeah, there's only 2 people on the GOAT list in the conversation that don't have the longevity pieces, Biggie and Pac. Right. Everybody else has the longevity.
So when I like Andre 3000 doesn't get put into categories with like these other guys. Even, let's be frank, even like the Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake, no one compares Andre 3000 to them or vice versa.
No.
When the Andre 3000 fans, like his stands start talking, it's like, you know, the greatest writers ever are like Jay-Z, Andre 3000, Mozart. They be real.
Beethoven.
Yeah, they be real Shakespeare. Like, they be real out there with this shit. So when you start talking about them guys, you know, you start talking about 30-year careers.
Yeah. Shit, even look at Drake. Drake is about to be on year 15. Cole is about to be on year 12. Kendrick, same shit.
So when I look at the 30-year career guys like LL, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, KRS, Jay-Z, Nas, none of them have ever been like, man,
KRS said, I got a rap for every one of you niggas. Yeah. Whoever on Billboard, I got a rap for. Like, you can find inspiration. That's the dope thing about hip hop. We took nothing and made it into a multi-billion-dollar industry. Yeah. You can find inspiration anywhere. Fucking KRS One come in here and rap about everything on that motherfucking counter right now, and it'd be the hardest shit you ever heard in your life. And he 55 years old. Yeah. Fuck you mean you ran out of shit to rap about?
KRS is a person that I wound up having to respect as I got older.
Yeah.
Like, me as a child just wouldn't let me do it.
Right.
I'd say it to his face. Like,
Chris was that nigga, man.
Yeah, like, I almost had to get myself together.
Gotta do the knowledge.
Yeah, because when I was young, it was just like, yo, he's kind of annoying. I used to always compare him to Magic Johnson. Like, how Magic Johnson's like the annoying nigga of basketball. Yeah. You know, hip-hop. Like, it was just real. It felt Magic Johnson-ish. But then when I got older and really started going back into, like, Criminal Minded and all the different things that happened with BDP and all the different things that went on with the Juice Crew and all this shit, it's just like, oh no, Chris was stomping all over New York.
Yeah, Chris was kicking buildings down.
He was really stomping all over New York. And then you listen to him rap, and it's not like how we just talked about. Yeah, it might be funny, it might be humorous, but it's enlightening and it's educational.
Exactly.
And the nigga's really, really talking. And I was watching Ice-T in an interview, and he was like, and then Chris's, you see him at a show, and it's like, God damn, because he's fucking big. You don't realize how big the nigga is. And it's just like, yeah, Chris that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But when you start talking about those guys, I think that the longevity becomes like one of the key factors in the conversation. And for what it's worth, I got to be honest. The biggest knock against Andre 3000 for all of the non-Andre 3000 stands was what?
He never did a solo album.
He never did a solo album. So for you to get to this point and the solo album come and it's flutes.
It's jazz flute.
And for y'all to be like, oh my God, this is what we've been waiting on. It's like, this ain't what y'all been waiting on.
Yeah, y'all lying to yourselves.
Y'all are lying.
Y'all
this
weren't
is not what
on
you've
this.
been waiting on. Everybody, I as a rap fan would like to hear Andre 3000 15 track. Do what Nas did with Hit Boy.
Give me 9. Give me 9 songs.
Do that.
Give me 9 songs in the intro.
But I know that y'all wasn't waiting on the Yaz Flute album. There is no way on earth in the summertime if motherfuckers would have been like Andre 3000 dropping a solo album in November. No way, Jose, would you niggas have been like, oh man, I can't wait to hear the woodwinds on the. That's not what you was waiting for.
That's a lie.
Cut that shit out, man. That's not it.
That's a lie. And here's the thing. As a group artist and as a hip hop figure, Andre, I think he has afforded himself the luxury to do whatever the fuck he wants.
Andre 3000 has 4 classic albums.
But I also think that I ran out of shit to rap about is a cop out. Because you know that hip hop is ultra competitive at its core, and you don't want to compete.
And nigga,
you don't want to compete.
At the end of the day, motherfuckers is going to say what they want and do all this shit, but all of these different blogs and all of these different things and all of these different numbers and all of that shit gets to them.
Yeah,
it gets to them. Rick Ross just bought a $35 million plane. In
45.
like the same week, he bought a $37 million house.
Yeah, and a $20 million watch.
And a $20 million Jacob. Rick Ross been on absolute nonsense. Meek Mill is rich as fuck. Meek Mill and Rick Ross have basically gotten to the point in their careers. Like, niggas, like, fuck all the dumb shit. Meek is 15 years into a career.
Yeah.
They've afforded themselves the opportunity and luxury to do whatever the fuck they want to do. And even them got on this week and was like, man, this number shit. Like, that shit affects people. Yeah. It's reality.
Jeezy had another cut you off, bro. Jeezy had a period where he was running from the first week number. He delayed TM103 for 6 years.
Because, let's be real, this first week shit has become like a vehicle for whether or not you successful.
It's a barometer for if you hot or not.
And that to me is total bullshit.
Some of the greatest albums of all time sold 20, 30,000 albums the first week. Juvenile, 400 Degrees. You know what that shit at now? About to be diamond. Keisha Cole first album sold 35,000 copies the first week. That's one of the greatest R&B albums of all time.
Do you understand how many albums in life came out and weren't number one Billboard? I just told you just recently, Straight Outta Compton wasn't a number one.
Right.
Like, we have this thing now where it's like, if you don't sell 500,000 first week, you on total bullshit. And it's just like, no, the fucking City Girls, what they do, 4,000 the first week? Yeah. I'm here to tell you, them heifers are successful. It's not, it doesn't work like that.
They're executive producers of a television show on HBO that just started season 2 2 weeks ago.
So it's like, to see everybody basically run to that. Well, what's it doing first week?
Yeah.
Oh, first week it is doing 106. Oh, and then again, moving the goalposts. Who are you? Oh, you Chad? Chad did 106? Damn, Chad he on fire. Drake do 106 and Drake era over. It's just nonsense.
Birdman is the greatest executive in hip hop history, and he said years ago, I never cared about first week numbers because I know that I have the vehicle that's going to be able to promote and get the word out about whatever album that I drop. If it's good, it's going to connect. And that's just what it is. Jacquees is not doing big first week numbers. Guess what? Jacquees on tour right the fuck now. Mm-hmm. And he been signed to Cash Money since day 0.
Dog.
Since the first time you ever heard Jacquees, when was he signed to Cash Money? Dog. Before that. That's when the fuck he signed to Cash Money. And he's not a big selling artist. He's going gold every time, a platinum single here, there, whatever. But they know how to work the shit and put you where the fuck you need to go.
J. Cole is arguably the best rapper active. Mm-hmm. I've made the argument before that J. Cole, when he's not on 100% J. Cole shit, J. Cole is the best rapper alive that's active.
Yes.
I think times he's better than Drake and Kendrick. J. Cole is phenomenal. J. Cole last month, like literally like October 10th, just got his first #1 record. Yep. I'm telling you, bro, you do not need that shit to be successful. Ask Currency. If you need that shit to be. Currency might have more cars than like 2000 Stunner. Like real shit. Currency got 95 cars. Mm-hmm. So like you don't need that shit to be successful. So that's like some bullshit myth that's going on in the culture.
West Side Gun is single-handedly responsible for properly bringing back boom bap and that quote-unquote real hip-hop shit while also bridging the gap between hip-hop, merchandising, and art, all in one capsule. He's put out 13 albums nowadays, some shit like that. He just put out Hitler 10 before this, whatever the case may be. He's put out like 13 albums. He just went #1 on the Heat Seekers chart with an album that people are like, we hate this album. So the universal agreement is he has significantly better projects than this that moved the culture, that got the attention of Jay-Z and Eminem, two of the most important hit figures in hip-hop history, while never selling a lot of records. Because if you got that shit, you got that shit.
But that's the part about the whole moving the goalpost thing where it's like, oh, we like you, we're going to use these in our favor. If we don't like you, we're going to use it against you and vice versa. So it's like the thing now with music is, again, the messenger is more important than the message. So if we fuck with you, we'll spin whatever in your favor.
Yeah.
And vice versa. If we like you and the numbers ain't in your favor, them numbers on bullshit. Who the fuck can really calculate streams anyway?
Right.
Niggas start saying that shit.
What's the stream really worth?
But if we like you and those numbers is in your favor, then it's like, nigga, we making big billboards. We taking out ads in the newspaper and all kinds of shit to show off that you sold 278,000 the first week. It's nonsense. Remember a couple years ago when motherfuckers started believing the whole bullshit about artists streaming ain't getting no money and all of this bullshit.
Then you had independent artists like, oh, I'm making 80,000 a month, and these are indie artists. I'm making 80,000. They're like, oh wait, huh? What's going on?
Remember when Drake really started crushing Billboard, where it was like every 6 months he was putting another 40 on the Billboard 100, and niggas bored into that shit like, who care about Billboard, and Billboard don't show that you successful. Then you looked up and Drake's like a billionaire with a 767, and it's like, I mean, hey, it's just, you gotta stop, man.
Let's talk about Scary Hours 3.
Yeah.
I think the preamble to this is kind of like, a little bit woven into the Andre 3000 conversation, which is, over time, Drake's success has made people resent him. Mm-hmm. And his presence in the market has made people resent him to where it became fashionable to hate on Drake. Let's just call it what it is. Matthew.
Point. You know why people can't stand Drake?
I can't quite pinpoint it.
Whenever we talk about a titan, right, of urban music, think about how many titans there have been. And I don't mean hot. I don't mean all of that. I mean like you're the undisputed king of this shit.
Yeah.
As far as I can remember, Rakim, right? Mm-hmm. Melly Mel, going all the way back.
All the way back.
All the way back. Melly Mel, Rakim, Ice Cube, Nas and Biggie, Jay and DMX.
Tupac.
I put Pac in there.
Because All Eyes on Me kind of like was his moment.
Pac, Biggie, Nas, Jay, DMX. After 2000, it kind of expanded and it exploded. And it went off into all different regions. So you had like, I'm going to say 50 Cent.
Marshall.
I'm going to say Eminem. T.I.
Nelly.
Lil Wayne.
Kanye.
Ross, Jeezy.
Game for like a month and a half.
I was game for 3 weeks.
Game for 3 weeks.
There are others who, whatever, we probably didn't mention. Drake does not fit any of those molds in any way, shape, or form. Perfect example. You even said it. Who had the opportunity to be the next Jay-Z? You said two people all the time.
J. Cole and Meek Mill. Tall,
brash, lot of jewelry, up on to where you're the fly nigga, the motherfucker. Remember Meek was on the coat run and all. Like, you're just that nigga and you're pulling off shit and you fucking with the baddest hoes in the city. And it's like Drake comes along and he's got the baddest bitches on the earth. And it's just like, yeah, but he's doing it in like a fucking female football jersey.
Right, or a cardigan.
Yeah, with like these big ass, you ever see them slippers that look like Yeezys? But they big as shit. Like, he doing it in a pair of those with these big ass jeans and a perm, and he doesn't fit the mold. that the best rapper on planet is supposed to have.
Yeah, he don't look the part.
You don't look the part. The nigga that's talking crazy to every nigga out and fucking with every bitch out and throwing shit at whoever, like that normally is like for one mold.
Real shit.
And you don't fit that shit. So because of that, it makes everybody resent you. Because it's like you don't fit that mold, but you've come along and been more successful than let's just keep it a buck and call a spade a spade. Drake the most successful motherfucker we ever seen as far as making music.
Yeah, by the numbers.
But this shit is unfucking believable at this point, yo. He's 300 in on the Billboard Hot 100. Yeah. The Beatles, like Glee wasn't fucking 300 in on the Billboard.
One man.
He just tied MJ.
Yeah.
Solo number ones.
And he might beat MJ this week.
Did you see the video for the Joan? People did. I had to explain to them, like, he did Mike Jackson history at the end of the video.
And
that's where the whole statue and shit
to his credit, one thing that I could always say about Drake is that throughout time, he's never really delivered on the music videos.
No.
Way Too Sexy was the first time he really started to like open up, have more personality, and have like a production around his videos. And then when you realize, oh, Dave Meyers directed this video, and like, that's why.
Yeah.
So to see all of the shit that he's put into first person shooter, it's impressive. But that's the
MJ shit. Like, think about it. Thriller, who directed that? John Landis directed Thriller. Bad was Martin Scorsese. Like, he had like the best directors on the planet. Yeah, come down and do this little 3-minute. And Wesley here. Come down here.
A choreographer here, Puerto Rican boy. He got the knife.
Martin Scorsese was directing MJ videos. Like, so, you know, Drake, for what it's worth, he's become resented on almost an equal scale as him being loved.
Yes.
If not more.
He's become very polarizing.
It's where you are on complete opposite sides.
Yeah, there's no middle ground.
Nah.
Until you get a project like Scary Hours 3.
To where it's like...
Which is his Here Nigga Damn Shut the Fuck Up project. And with that being said, he did exactly what all his detractors, who were very loud for 3 weeks, y'all were very loud, very pronounced, and he heard y'all, and y'all pissed the nigga off. And he went in the lab and he cooked up 6 records to put collective boot to ass on you niggas, Joe Buttons, OnlyFans girls, backup football and basketball player. Like, he just... Kanye, Pusha, like, everybody got kicked in their ass at some point on this project.
James Harden, when he wake up and hear the shoe fits, and it was a nigga walking to the joint, he goes, hey, nigga, what the fuck that got to do with
me? And the talk now has been relegated to, man, this nigga rapping his ass off. And that's it. Like, there's no extrapolation. There's no think pieces. No. There's no... Well, his mindset going into the studio, and you could tell he was hanging, he kicked Yachty out the stairs. None of that shit. And it's like, yo, and the most disappointing part in all of this shit is niggas on the internet are giving Joe Budden credit for this project. They're giving him credit, saying like he sparked the flame in Drake that made him go create this project. You know, Joe Budden fans are weird as motherfuckers. That's a thing. That's a narrative. So my thing is this, right? If you spark, I hate that it's a thing, but like it's a thing. Niggas need fathers. You know what I'm saying?
You did it, bro.
Yeah, you did it. You did it, big dog. You know what I'm saying? So to see Joe come back on his platform after getting exactly what he asked for, Outkast, Conductor Williams, Alchemist, Boy Wonder, Vinyls, that boom bap shit, and turn around and recuse himself from the conversation is like he refused to speak on the project.
Well, he did say he wasn't talking on it no more.
Correct. But he said nothing. Not only did he say nothing, he basically encouraged the other 9 motherfuckers, the other rest of the members of Wu-Tang in the room to say nothing.
I'm going to be honest with you, though. Because there's nothing you can say. So it's like, before I look crazy... Like, not trying to be funny. If Andre 3000 dropped Scary Hours to deluxe and there's 6 hot-ass flavors on there, I'll be like, nah, bro, when I get my massages,
cut that off.
This is shit I'm listening to. So it's like, Yeah, you know what I thought about? Let's do this. Let's do this. You know what I thought about when I cut it on, I saw it, I was like, okay, got some fairies on there, purple and pink or whatever. I cut on Red Button, and Red Button was like, oh, I like where he's going with this. Mm-hmm. Like, I like the end. It was like, I will fucking pull up on your ass. Like, I like that.
And it was funny
shit.
Because he posted something, his story was a video of a nigga like, like rapping hard and shit. Like, he was like, he's talking about this me lately. Then you cut on Red Button and it's that shit.
Yeah, like, I will pull up on your ass. Like, I'll park my Phantom on a curb, nigga. Let me see you really fucking crazy. Like, I liked it.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to the beat like, am I tripping? Then I cut on stories about my brother and I'm like, no, I'm not tripping. Drake walked in the studio and said, give me all that mood music shit you got.
Give me the hip-hoppest beats
give
you
me
got.
all that mood music shit. Give me all the mood music shit you got. And he went to town. Stories about my brother, and stories about my brother is blatantly about Kanye and shit. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, damn, in 6 years when Kanye hear this, he ain't gonna be mad.
Yeah, he gonna throw a tantrum.
He ain't gonna like that. Took your shoes off because you sick of lacing them up and all that shit.
I think the song is dually about Chubbs and about Kanye. Yeah. And when I saw...
He said, my brother will make your ace disappear like sleight of the hand. I said, come on, man.
He said, you think he doing EDM. My brother, chain smoker. So when I saw the Joe Budden...
Niggas whining the Prince like some grape growers.
Man, he said, what the fuck? Like... So
that nigga can rap.
So when I seen that Joe Budden didn't say anything, I was like, damn, he got a visit from Chubbs. Like, what happened? Like, are these street stories must be true because like you niggas have nothing to say.
And then the shoe fits.
Oh my goodness.
I said it on my story. It's blatantly a Song of the Year nominee. Yeah. What he encapsulated in that record, you could just tell it's one of those like, I'm sick of everybody.
Yeah, y'all disgust me.
I'm sick of everybody. Like, let's get to it. And when he start really, really breaking that shit down, you back to Bogota to get it reduced. Good Lord. Like you not tired? Good Lord.
We've seen it.
Good Lord. He said, you niggas turning Hulk green, but that's just because your chain plated.
Your chain is gold plated.
Yo, that shit was a bloodbath, man. She said, quiet down, y'all. The game's starting. My new boo playing tonight, and you hoop at the Garden. He said, if I don't watch it, then that nigga not starting. She pointed to the guy she talk about. This is James Harden. Damn, nigga, you done lost
your girl to the sniper. Number 13. Number 13, man. Dang.
God damn. Yo, man. That nigga was on some asshole shit in that record.
He ripped apart everything that motherfuckers been celebrating the last like 6 years. He ripped all that shit apart and it's just like, yo, y'all all are clowns. Like males and females.
You download the My Mercedes app for some time now. He said you committing cyber crimes? Niggas out your mind. Yo, man. You niggas committing cyber crimes. You must be out your mind. Like,
Shoe Fits is so good that motherfuckers that was saying he was misogynistic and all of that before, it's like, this is best song of all time. And it's like, well, this is misogynistic too, but this is different. This putting them hoes in their place. And he put niggas in their place too, so it's not misogynistic, it's equal, it's fair.
I'm never fucking you, so take that out your plans. He said, I go on your gram, click the link tree, and see you sucking dick on Cam.
What the fuck?
Can't be. Not Mrs. Independent.
He was disgusted. And it's like...
Oh, man. Yo.
She thought that's how she was going to earn her leisure.
Yo.
Next thing you know, you want to do this ire of a Drake record.
Shoe Fits is a absolute bloodbath.
It's a bomb.
That's a bloodbath. I was like, God damn. Then he got a back and forth with J. Cole. And at that point, I'm just like, oh Drake got for blood. All right. This nigga got
over
blood.
A soul sample. This nigga rapped to boom bap, strip down drum loops, and fucking soul samples on the same fucking 6 song.
Dog.
Y'all pissed him off, man.
My man T was like, no bullshit. It got to the J. Cole joint, and I'm like, put it in reverse, like, yo, end this, man.
I think it just got to a point where culturally, like, you know, starting and pushing narratives has become too prominent. Mm-hmm. And the narrative around Drake was he been falling off for the last 6 projects, and I'm like, well, where are y'all getting that from when her loss just passed Watch the Throne as the most successful duo album of all time in 1 year? It's like, what are y'all, like, so somebody's consuming this shit. It's like, numbers aside, let's just look at the heart of this argument, which is consumption. Right. For it to be the most consumed out a fucking group album of all time in a year's time means that motherfuckers have never stopped interacting with this project.
It just got nominated for the Grammy.
Somebody's playing this shit. So, and the thing is like I said when we talked about For All the Dogs weeks ago, everybody wants their opinion to be majority opinion. Mm-hmm. Even if it ain't their opinion, they just parroting some shit they heard from Joe Budden or whoever the fuck they look up to as an internet figure or they local big homie.
You know what's funny about that? Because I kind of got into, like, not a back and forth, but basically, like, somebody the other day in my DM, because I be having a problem. I be responding to people sometimes. But it was like, y'all will say things like that, like, oh, well, you know, everybody want their opinion to be the majority. And it'd be like, where did I say this at? And he was like, on the show. And I'm like, that's a fucking platform, you goon. It's because we have a platform. So I'm going to say my thoughts and my feelings on my show. Mm-hmm. Where have you never seen me say this about 3000 or anyone else? Online, because I don't do that on there.
Because I don't care.
Think about it. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on, even with the Nas shit. I didn't make no posts and no no. I'm on there posting a dog. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. But my platform, my show, I'm gonna come on here and and that's one thing I've kind of gotten real good at. And that's the reason why it was so easy for me to leave Twitter. I'm not giving my feelings and my opinions on here no more because I'm not arguing with you idiots about it. Like, I'm gonna say my shit here because I know y'all ain't gonna argue. I got the keys to the car. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? But people will set themselves up where it's like, I got this off-brand opinion. Let me go to Twitter and say this. Then when they start getting cooked and got to delete the tweet, then it's like, oh, really? Y'all ain't bored yet and y'all ain't got, and it's just like, nigga, you did this to yourself.
You invited this.
You invited this. So it's like, yeah, I kind of just give my opinions and my feelings here because, one, I know people like to hear it. I know people want to hear it. And two, I know I don't got to fucking argue with nobody. You on your own.
Yeah, it's just a stream of consciousness at that point.
Motherfucker hit me one day. It was like, man, I be yelling at the car. I be yelling at the in my car. I be yelling at the speakers when y'all be talking. I be like, yeah, nigga, because you know not to yell when you see me. Yeah, you know better than that, don't you? Like, but that, like, the reality is I'm playing around. But it's like, yo, everybody has opinions. Mm-hmm. Everybody has thoughts. Everybody has feelings. Some are with the majority. Some are not with the majority.
Yeah. I'm somebody that for my whole social media career, I've been against the majority. I'm time and time again. I've been against the fucking majority, but I can defend my points.
Dealing with sports betting, shout out to Rye, you kind of learn that the public is stupid. Yeah. If the public is all in on something,
go against it.
What you say last week about fashion, if you walk into Neiman's and the motherfucking sales rep says, man, that's flying off the shelf, get away from that shelf.
Get away from that shit immediately.
Get away from that shelf. Because the public is normally over fucking hype, moving off of fucking following. Mm-hmm. Sheep. That's what it is. If everybody running that way, motherfuckers start running. Right. That's what it is.
Guns.
Yeah, exactly. So for me personally, when it comes to music, I like sitting and coming up with my own thought. My own feeling. So I look at For All the Dogs, where I'll be all the way honest with you. I've fallen in love with that album.
It's amazing.
Drew a Picasso, I don't give a fuck. Yo, I got to give you your props. I wish I was close to get to the yellow button.
Members Only.
Dog.
Members Only that's the best song on that project, I think.
I'll take you farther than Mexico.
You still got niggas all pressing you, though.
I know you shorty a temper, not a messy hoe. You standing tall like that Star Spangled. And I'm listening to it, it's like, that's when you know a nigga really hot. Because standing tall like the Star Spangled doesn't make any fucking sense
whatsoever. But we gonna float with it.
But this shit float.
Party Walked on Water on that song.
That shit, the real party.
Yeah, that's the best feature of the year.
Dog.
Period.
Dog. He smoked that.
Better than J. Cole on first person. That's the best feature of the year.
Smoked that, yo. And I'm listening to that, Drew Picasso, What Would Pluto Do? Just running through them, Bahamas Promises. I'm just like, yo, I'm really fucking rolling with this album now. Like, this is a really, really good-ass album. And at first instant, when it hit, all niggas could say is, man, this nigga ain't rapping on this joint. I'm found this shit. He on bullshit. He falling off.
Right.
Then he come back with the Scary Hour 6 for 6, and it's just like, nah, that shit was cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like, where's the energy? Where the energy at?
Like,
because that's the other part of black culture and internet culture that's toxic, which is we don't give nobody they props because now you dick eating or you glazing. That's the new shit. So it's like, I could dish you as much as I want because that's cool to do. It's cool to be negative and a hater. Like, and I'm gonna look into the camera when I say this. It's never been thorough to be a hater ever in life. And niggas disguise the bid. The hating around the bid. Well, it's just the bid. Niggas gonna bid even if they hating or not. And it's like, yeah, I get it, but it's nasty.
Yeah,
like,
it's weird.
And I don't like it. Like, y'all don't, because it shows that y'all don't have nothing better to do with y'all motherfucking time.
Straight up, man. Straight up. But me personally, I the 6 for 6 is just like, yo, weirdest joint of the week. I got a y'all weird and a weirdest joint of the week.
And I got a realest post of the week too.
Cool, we're gonna finish with that. Weirdest moment of the week. I spoke about it on Patreon briefly. I saw a conspiracy theorist who dropped the most extreme conspiracy theory yesterday that didn't have any real conspiracy or any real theory attached to the shit. But Dan, you haven't heard this yet, so listen up. The nigga said, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm divine, but I think it's almost scary. He said, I think that it's scary how James Harden got traded to the Clippers. The Clippers went 0-6 in his first 6 games while he was there. Drake drops the 6-song Scary Hours Deluxe, and on the same day he drops it, Harden plays against his old team, which is Houston, where Drake has mob ties. And in that game, James Harden hits the go-ahead shot with 6 seconds left on the clock. Stay woke. And I was like, yo, I don't know what the fuck any of this means.
He forgot to add Drake is from Toronto, which is also stylized as the 6.
He said that. I forgot that part. Drake is from Toronto, which is the 6, but has mob ties in Houston. Harden's old team, Harden hits the game winner with 6 seconds left on the clock. And he gets mentioned in the 6 songs. I'm like, he said, stay woke. And I'm just like, yo, what? What
do I do with this? What do I do with this?
What the fuck was that?
What do I do with this? So I wanna do some numbers around this project, and just Drake as it relates to For All the Dogs to now.
I didn't even look at the numbers.
Numbers are stupid.
I don't care.
So all right, so Red Button hit number 1 on Apple Music initially, and now You Broke My Heart has overtaken it and will possibly compete for Billboard number 1 next week.
Wow.
This week, First Person Shooter video dropped, and it was trending number 1 on YouTube, and now has almost 9 million views in 3 days, which is one of his biggest music videos ever, because, again, he don't really do full-on music videos. Meltdown from Travis Scott's album featuring Drake has hit number 1 on U.S. Rhythmic Radio. And then it says that For All the Dogs becomes the album with the most number 1 hits in U.S. Apple Music history, surpassing Cardi B's Invasion of Privacy and Drake's Scorpion that both had 6. So now he has 7 number 1s off of For All of the Dogs on Apple Music. So that's that. And then real quick, Russ, the rapper, singer Russ says, Drake drops. People complain that there's not enough raps. The R&B is great, though, and people dismissive. He reminds you, people dick ride again, he dips, and people discuss Clockwork. He's a legend. Yeah. That's the Drake cycle. And then here's the realest post of the week. Shout out my bro, our bro, I Know Brasco, who did our original TRP intro. He had the best post about the whole saga, the whole Drake saga. Drake made the project niggas crucified him for not making, and it's not even 1 out of 1 billionth of the think pieces. This why he keeps releasing fluffy ass albums. Catering to rap niggas is exhausting and unrewarding as a billionaire. He said, I was listening this morning, and this is perfect rap, and also wouldn't have pushed him past MJ in any era. I appreciate him dropping it, though.
Yeah. That's real. Like, you can't please them.
Niggas are unable to be pleased. No. They live in a perpetual state of miserableness and mediocrity.
Straight up, man. But I enjoy the 6. You Broke My Heart is another bomb.
It's a bomb.
That's a bomb.
That's going to be a number 1. At some point, that's going to be a number 1. It's already number 1 on Apple Music. That's going to be number 1 possibly on Billboard next week. Yeah, that's a bomb.
That Shoe Fits record was just like, I can't get over how good that is. Shout out to Drake for that. Shout out to 3000, man, for doing the Fluteprint. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day,
it serves a purpose.
It's gonna serve a purpose somewhere. Just
it serves a purpose. No purpose. Yeah, it definitely serves a purpose, man.
Motherfucker was like, no, because when you cleaning up the crib, it'd be like, well, Gladys Knight. Right. Need a bacon? Like, I don't have to listen to that when I like. It's just not. I've never been into Yaz flute. Yeah. So I'm not about to pretend. That's, I think, my biggest takeaway. I'm not gonna pretend, because I sat here on this show and I didn't pretend for Nas, who's my favorite rapper. Yeah. So if I'm not gonna pretend for him, why on earth am I gonna pretend for anybody?
Yeah, you're not gonna pretend for one of your goats. So, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
I honestly, to be fair, and this ain't me just saying it because it's me. Yes, I like myself and shit, but I think I come to music more objective than just about anybody I know. Because if it's good, I'll say it's good. If it's not, I'm going to say it's not.
And I'll take it a step further. For me, I can find something I like even in it might be a body of work that I don't like, but I can still find something I like within it.
That's reality. Like, me personally, like, trying to think of a moment that would make the most sense. I guess looking at Drake and Pusha T. Like, I'm a Drake fan. But I said it on, shout out Clint Coley, who's on the network. Music is the love language. I said it on there. Story of Adidon is a tier 1 diss record. Now, y'all wasn't rolling, but I said it. I'm like, yo, that's one of the best diss tracks of all time. And, like, I don't understand why we have to be like that, where it's just like, oh, no, this my guy? Nope.
Absolutely not.
Nope. Ain't nothing going. Like, fuck that, man. Like, I'd rather just be honest with myself. Before we get out of here, can I do a y'all weird of the week? Yo. So here at the realest podcast ever, I've just come across weird shit all week. But some shit is just weirder than other things, and I'm going to talk about it. Did you see the niggas who set off the fireworks on the roof?
Yes.
In Atlanta and burned the entire building?
Yeah.
Yo,
that's niggas.
Man. Yo, listen.
That's niggas for you.
I thought, honestly, y'all were out of fireworks. I thought niggas had used them all.
This is the rapture, nigga.
I thought, because during the pandemic, it literally got to the point where it was like niggas was setting off Penn's Landing fireworks on 52nd and Larchwood. I'm like, how did y'all even get y'all hands on these joints?
Jones the size of a trash can.
Yeah, it looked like a trash because it'd be like almost like a big Gatling gun. Yeah. I was walking out of my depot. My depot was on 27th and Allegheny. I walked out, dog. It was a nigga in the middle of the street. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck are they doing? They were like on 28th and Allegheny, like at the intersection. And they were in the street. And you saw people like putting their cars in reverse and all this. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are they doing? The nigga was lighting the joint with like, you remember the secret ooze on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? It was like he was putting one of those into the side of it. I was like, what the fuck is that? Yo, he put that joint in there, and I mean like, the whole block was illuminated. Yeah. Car alarms going off. The street lights wasn't working. The red lights was all on yellow. Because, you know, that shit throws off the whole everything. The whole kilowatts and everything.
Everything's disturbed.
So it's like, I honestly thought we were done with that. Yeah. To see, and you know that actually happened at our apartment building a couple years ago. 2 a.m, we in the fucking bed, we chilling. Alarm go off. So I'm just like, oh shit, they doing a fire drill. Lee like, why the fuck would they be doing a fire drill at 2 a.m? Yeah. So
and why we ain't get no notice about this shit?
So you get up and look out in the hallway. I see everybody running and shit. You know the big doors, because they fire doors. They close in the hallways. I'm like, yo, I think it's a real fire. She's like, nigga, of course it's a fire. That's why the shit going off. We get up, get outside. Everybody the fuck outside. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, man? Turns out somebody lit fireworks and threw it down the trash chute. Landed in the dumpster, and the dumpster caught on fire. So the flames was coming up the chute. And I'm just like, what the fuck, man? But the building didn't burn down. Yeah. I wish it would have, because I got $100K on the insurance, but that's neither here nor there.
Need to cash that out.
Immediately, you know? But seeing this situation, these weren't kids.
Oh, no.
The man was like 44, 43, and she was 35. Yeah. And it's just like, y'all adults on the roof, up on the roof with fireworks and light the shits, and not little property damage, little 1,700. The whole building burned down. They said a cat died,
Oh shit!
Cats don't die.
Animal cruelty.
Dog. A cat died. They said it was like 20-something people that was displaced permanently or some shit or whatever. And it just like, why, yo?
Yeah, that's bad.
Why?
That's very, very bad.
Now you got all these charges. You got all this shit just because you on the roof playing around with fucking Roman candles in your 40s.
You done fucking killed the whole community because you a fucking idiot.
Dog, you know what that fucking restitution gonna look like and everything else? This is just dumb.
Yeah, you got your restitution is $964,324.
That was definitely the weirdest shit I've seen.
Yeah, no, that's strange.
Like, yo, can we? I'm gonna be honest with you, yo, and I think I speak for a lot of different people. I never have to hear or see another firework in my life.
I second that motion.
I'm not being funny. Here's the thing. You know this shit happened like, what day did it happen on? I'm going to pull it up right now. ATL fireworks, because that's all you got to type in. Mm-hmm. Niggas, that's what I'm going to type in. ATL fireworks. Let me see what we got here. The Reserve at La Vista Walk. Anything in La Vista. Yeah, 2 niggas. We ain't going to say their names. It happened on... Doesn't say. It's a weird article.
Yeah, it just say that they charged and where it happened and it don't say the date.
Another
weird article.
It just says 10:36 on Friday. But it happened in November.
Okay.
So this article came out on November 11th. So I can tell you how I do this. I do the calendar.
Yeah.
November 11th was, November 10th.
November 10th. Friday, November 10th. So niggas setting off fireworks in the name of Veterans Day is what you're telling me.
I was going to ask, what the fuck are you celebrating on November 10th?
Veterans Day.
Yeah, no, because I was in boot camp.
ROTC, you know what I'm saying? I salute you. Fuck out of here.
I swear to God, I was like, what the fuck? Because it ain't like Haiti didn't become independent. Like, it's nothing happening.
Yeah, Jamaica didn't get their freedom. They didn't annex from Great Britain.
Niggas, man, they burned down the entire building.
Yeah, give them life. You know what I'm saying? That's my solution to everything now. Give them life. I don't know what you want to tell me. Like, you do some bullshit. Like, give them life.
That's great. What you think? Give them life.
Give them life.
I'm
just tired of dumb shit, man. Like, lock everybody up.
I remember, that's a whole nother conversation we're going to do down the line. But like that, you know when I said everybody eats and there's enough out here for everybody?
Yeah.
That whole I don't wish jail on nobody thing.
Oh, no.
That's one of the
some of you niggas need to go to jail.
Some of y'all like deserve what you got coming, man.
Yeah, a couple of y'all, I'll drop an anonymous tip. Get you the fuck out of here. I'm tired of you niggas. You gotta go.
Hello, tip line? Yeah, no, this Sam.
It's Sam Rothstein.
This is Sam right here. What's going on? That's funny as shit, man. But yeah, when I saw that, I was just like, come on, man. 43 and 35 years old, man.
Two grown-ass idiots.
Said it took 80 firefighters to work through the night to put the shit out.
I'm out of here.
No, 80 firefighters.
If 80 anything got to get dispatched, 80 National Guard, 80 police officers, 80 firefighters, 80 PICO workers. Like,
you going on a field trip and 80 chaperones you draw.
You fucked up.
You drop.
If 80 of one particular thing got to be dispatched somewhere, you fucked up.
If 80 anything got to get dispatched, that's crazy, man.
Fucked up, fam.
Hundreds of people were evacuated from the building. 28 people are still displaced. America Red Cross. 17 people had to be treated for severe smoke inhalation. A cat died. And, yeah, so that's what they had.
Man, rest in peace, Nermal.
Yeah, man.
Y'all done killed the cat.
Y'all done killed Frisky, man. I don't know what the fuck.
Niggas have no coof, man. This is nasty out here.
Yo, man. A cat dying is a wild omen because it's like they don't die ever.
They got 9 lives.
Ever. I seen a cat jump off a 10-story building and just land and keep walking.
I watched a video yesterday about 5 times. It was a cat harassing a cane corso. Nothing happened. You know what I'm saying?
Dog.
Cats play with their lives all the time. All the time. They cheat death on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? Like, shut your bitch ass up. Cane corso ain't do nothing. Like,
man. But yeah, like just I be tired like you of the dumb shit. Why are y'all doing this?
Jail.
Like, yeah, like Charleston White. Jail, man. Seriously. I got nothing else though, man. You want to say anything else?
Love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We got
always.
a show December 17th, man. Get them tickets. Universe.com/TRPE. Also, we have Patreon. Y'all want more content like this, more crazy shit, more us talking about people burning stuff down, me advocating for niggas getting life. Go to that patreon.com/official TRPE. Free 99 7-day subscription so you can test out the VIP tier. Check out all of the content that we did the last, 2.5, almost 3 years, man.
Straight up, man. We out this bitch.
Peace.